Hi friends, my name is Bhavya Mangla. I am working with DNVGL. Today I am going to talk a very interesting topic that is related to predictive maintenance. You know that it's a series of 6 different videos wherein the first video was about overall maintenance process, second one was about preventive maintenance, this one, the third one is about predictive maintenance, the fourth one will be about Internet of Things and how it is impacting the present maintenance process, the fifth one will be about TPM, and the last one will be about the possible challenges that an organization faces with respect to maintenance process and what possible measures can be taken. So in this video, I'm going to talk specifically with respect to predictive maintenance. Well, in general, we always believe and like to predict certain things. If you talk about some fortune teller, they talk about our health, about who will be our marriage partner. Even they also talk about who will win the football World Cup also. In news, you always find that the weather is being predicted, that when it is going to be rain or some storm, and we take some action based on those predictions that is being given to us. Something similar happens in predictive maintenance, where based on condition based monitoring, organization finds out that what are the possible failures that can happen, and based on that, even before that failure is happening, some action is being taken so that the machine runs effectively and production is not getting impacted. As far as IATF 16949 clause 8.5.1.5 is concerned, they are specifically talking about doing the predictive maintenance techniques wherever it is feasible. And why it is being so? Because it may not be relevant for all kind of industries. It may not be relevant that how detailed you want to go in predictive maintenance. It will depend upon many different factors like criticality of the machines, how expensive your machine is, and how much expenditure you want to do in predictive maintenance. Broadly, there are 3 key objectives when an organization goes for predictive maintenance. The first one is with respect to inspection of machine. So the intent is just to see that whether machine is working correctly or not, and what are the possible failures that can come. That is the whole intent of doing that inspection. The second one is about protection of machine. So here the intent is to understand that when there is a possibility of a machine failure and when the failure is going to come, before that the organization can take some action so that the machine can work correctly. The third one is with respect to failure diagnostic. Here the intent is to understand that why the failure is happening, what are the trends that which reflects that the failure is going to come, and then they can take some action to avoid that. One very important question that is generally being asked is that why we should do predictive maintenance. So again, there can be 3 possible issues with respect to that. Maybe where the expenditure is very high with respect to the maintenance of the machine, especially in case of construction industries. Second could be the cases where the machines are quite sensitive, and in case they go under breakdown, it incurs a lot of cost, say for example in the oil and gas segment. And thirdly, a very important, where there is a possibility of some impact to the human safety, especially in aviation sector. We keep on hearing so many things happening around us. Then it's also very important to understand that what can be the possible structure of a proper predictive maintenance process. So I would like to share in terms of 5 steps. The first step is with respect to identification of the critical machines. So here the intent is that rather than covering all the machines for predictive maintenance, identify those machines which are most important for the organization with respect to productivity, quality and cost. And once the identification is being done, that comes point number 2, that is about database generation. So here the intent is that based on the condition based monitoring, organization can put different kind of sensors to understand the behavior of the machine. So a lot of data can be generated through that. And then brings point number 3, that identify what are the possible failure modes based on the data, that okay, these are the ways in which the failures can happen. And then comes point number 4, that is about prediction about those failures, that when based on that data there is a possibility that failure can happen, so that actions can be taken before that. And the last and the 5th step is now to actually start implementing the predictive maintenance process, say maybe on 1 or 2 key machines, just to see that how effective is that, so that once that experiment is successful, it can be utilized for all the relevant critical machines. So these are the 5 key steps that an organization can take with respect to predictive maintenance. Here the use of Internet of Things and computerized maintenance management system is very relevant to make it very, very effective. Now that brings next point, that how to do predictive maintenance, what kind of condition based monitoring systems that organization can use with respect to that. So even though there are different kind of ways to sense about the machine, but still I will share key 4 factors. The first one is about vibration analysis. So in this, some sensors are being installed on the machine to analyze that what is the present vibration and what is the key limit, that within this limit the vibration is okay, but if it goes beyond that, maybe machine will automatically stop or it will give signal to the maintenance person, so that some action can be taken. The second one is with respect to acoustics, that there can be some sensors that can be put on the machine to understand that what is the desired value that is acceptable, and in case that value goes beyond a certain level, that noise goes beyond a certain level, then certain action can be taken with respect to that. The third one is with respect to infrared. Here there is a possibility that in many machines that machine can get heat up, maybe because of some bearing issue or maybe some other issue. So a defined limit can be defined with respect to temperature. Say for example, if it is up to 70 degrees, it is okay, but in case it goes beyond 70 degrees, maybe there will be a buzzer or maybe a communication will go directly to the maintenance guy so that they can take action with respect to that. The fourth one is about oil analysis. In majority of the machines, there are different kind of oils, just like hydraulic oil that is being used. So a regular frequency of checking the oil with respect to viscosity and many other different factors will give an indicator that for how long that oil can be used, and in case it is being used for more than a certain frequency, it can result in breakdown of the machine. So these are 4 key factors to sense about the machine performance. So that brings to the last part of it, that what are the possible benefits why an organization should invest so much of time, energy and money with respect to predictive maintenance. So again, there are some key reasons for which the organization thinks about that benefit that they can get about it. The first one is about return on investment will improve. Whatever money that they have invested and they expected that the machine depreciation will be 10 years or 12 years. So whether it is coming by using the predictive maintenance technique or not. Second one is with respect to reduction in sudden breakdown, that they can be more predictable about the breakdowns, that when it can happen. The third one is about improvement in the productivity level, that whether whatever targets that we set, whether we are achieving or still we are not achieving, that's another indicator of effectiveness of predictive maintenance. Then another point is with respect to morale of the people, that how much people are feeling satisfied or they are convinced that okay, this machine is going to deliver what is expected from them. So if I give a summary, I talked about 3 key objectives why predictive maintenance happens: for inspection, for verification that everything is okay, and the third one is about failure diagnostic. Then I talked about 3 key reasons that why organizations go for predictive maintenance: if the expenditure with respect to breakdown is very high, in case the machine is very sensitive to the breakdowns, and the third one is with respect to human failures. After that, I talked about 5 key steps of doing the predictive maintenance. The first one is about identification of the critical machine. Second one was with respect to collecting the database. The third one is identifying what are the possible failure modes that can happen. The fourth one is about what are the prediction with respect to the failures. And the fifth one is about having some sample machines to do the trials to analyze that whether predictive maintenance will be effective or not. Then I talked about the 4 key condition-based monitoring techniques. The first one was about vibration analysis, second was about acoustics, third one was about infrared, and the fourth one with respect to oil analysis. So this is the third video in this series of maintenance process. The fourth one will be with respect to Internet of Things and how it is impacting the entire maintenance process. In case you want to know a little bit more about it, you can click the below link and you will find more information about this video. And in case you want to get these videos regularly, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.